I'm going to walk through with you how to complete the activity Plan A and Plan B career choices. You'll see that this is another Dropbox activity, so you'll need to download and open both of these documents. So I opened them both up, and you see that I have the directions or explanation on the left and the actual document that you're going to do your work on the right. You'll notice at the top I need to click on Enable Edit so that you can make your changes to the document. The explanation explains that we're going to make a decision by comparing and contrasting our two career plans from our previous work. We're going to take a look at how closely your work career preferences match your interests, your job outlook, and your salary. Reviewing your career choices will help you decide between which is the best match for you. And then we're going to choose a career plan A and a career plan B. And we will use these two career plans from here on out, moving forward throughout the course as we do research and writing about our careers. Review your career research, including your Career Vision surveys 1 through 4, your VARK questionnaire, and your compare and contrast careers chart from units 1 through 3. Open up this document here, which we've already done, and then rate how well each career matches your preference, interests, and budget. Identify which career has the most points. Determine which career will be has the best job outlook. This portion here. Determine which career salary supports your future life. This part here. Determine which career choice will be your career plan A and the other will be your career plan B. And then save your work into transition portfolio and then submit your work into the Dropbox. So now I'm going to come over here to the worksheet. So we're going to go back to Compare and Contrast Careers Unit 3. Remember that was a Dropbox activity, and from that activity you're going to list your career choices that were in those two in your research there. So just as a reminder, this is where you're going to refer to find your career choices that you researched. This is what the activity looked like in Unit 3, and all you need to do is go to either your grades to find this activity or go back to this assignment in your saved transition portfolio folder and you can find it there. So after I went back and reviewed my two choices that I researched in Unit 3 for Compare and Contrast Careers, I reminded myself that one career choice was teaching high school, and the other one was broadcasting. So I'm going to type those in there in no order. Now I'm going to come down here and it says in these two columns over here, you're going to rate how each career matches your preferences and interests. If the career really matches, then enter 3. Somewhat matches, enter 2. If it does not match really at all, enter 1, and then add the points in each column and enter the total in the last row. So, how well does your career choice match your learning preferences? Well, if you remember, we did some work in the VARK where we identified whether we were visual, oral, read-write, or kinesthetic learner. So, my first choice above is high school teacher. How well does my VARK outcome meet my needs as a high school teacher? Well, because I'm a kinesthetic learner, and because most students are kinesthetic, and because my next preference was read-write, both of those, that was very good. Career choice 2 was a broadcaster. How well does my VARC meet my needs as a broadcaster? Again, being kinesthetic and read-write, probably just so-so, just good, not excellent, because there's not a whole lot of kinesthetic learning that happens as a broadcaster. Your work environment. Well, again, you go back to your Career Vision Survey 2, and how well does this match your work environment? So as a high school teacher, my work environments were indoor, help people, dress casually, so that would be 3. Broadcasting, that one was pretty good, except that I would have to dress professionally every day. So again, that's a 2. Work values, Career Vision Survey 2, same thing. 3 and a 2 again. Education level, Career Vision Survey 3, review it. And both of these would require at least a minimum of a bachelor's degree. So both of those meet by 3. Your income. Well, when I did my research for a high school teacher, that one meets my needs okay, where broadcasting meets my needs very well. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to add up all my points here. This is 15 points. 14 points. Let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14 points. And this one is, for broadcasting, was 2, 4, 6, and then 6 is 12. So you see here that a teacher was a higher rating than that of a broadcaster. So which career had the most points? High school teacher. If both of your careers earned, let's say both of them earned 14 points, just choose whichever one meets your interests the most. Next, determine which career has the best job outlook. I'm going to refer to the OOH, the Occupational Outlook Handbook, or again, the ONET to do some more research, remind myself of the research about job outlook. Both of these, so career choice 1 was teacher, high school teacher. Career choice 2 was broadcaster. Job outlook for both was growth. This one was by 12%. And broadcasting was growth by 8%. So again, after reviewing both of these, I come down here and I complete the next part. Which career choice has the most opportunities available in the coming years? High school teacher. Now we're going to determine the career salary. Again, I'm going to refer to either the ONET or the Occupational Outlook Handbook for this information. So in order to find all the information you need about pay for your 2 different career choices, you can either again go to the OOH, and that's here. It's a live link right here if you need. And you will compare minimum, average, and maximum salary for each of your 2 careers. So my first career choice was high school teacher. Second was broadcasting. And to find minimum, average, and maximum salary, I just simply typed in the search for a high school teacher. And in the summary, it gives me the average or median pay, $58,030. So that's my average pay, $58,030. Now, I'm looking also for minimum and maximum salaries because which of these offers the most amount of money over a lifetime is the question. So in order to find that, I need to click on this tab here, Pay. And right here in this first paragraph, it tells me that the average is $58.30. However, the lowest 10% earns $38.80. And the maximum that a teacher earns is $92,920. And then I would also do that research for broadcast. So back into either the O-Net or the Occupation Outlook Handbook, and I type in the search engine my career choice, radio and TV broadcasting, and I'm going to do some research here to find out exactly what the pay is in the broadcasting industry. So in some cases, your mean, median, and most incomes will not be listed, so you might have to do a little bit more research, as I did. I'm not going to lie, this took me some digging. You see here is radio and television announcers, which is something I'm interested in, and you'll see here is median hourly wage, mean hourly wage or yearly wage, so on and so forth. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of math to see. Here's the average right here, average pay annually, and here's the median hourly pay. So I need to do some math to figure out what the smallest amount of money that I could make per year would be. So I'd take $20.06 and I'd multiply it times the number of hours worked in a year, assuming I'm working full-time or 8 hours a day. And that is 2,080 hours. So I multiply my hourly wage times my number of hours worked in a year, which is 2,080, and you'll see that I could make $41,724 per year. So I'm going to take that amount and I'm going to plug that in here. This is the minimum. So 41,724. 41,000. And then the average is right here. Maybe. So here is the average pay for radio and television announcer, so on-air personality. So I'm just going to copy and paste that. And then the maximum salary, I don't know, it's not giving me, that's okay. Which of these two careers offers the most over a lifetime? The answer is broadcasting. Oops. Determine which career will be your plan A. The other will be your plan B. Again, which career best supports your preferences, interests, future opportunities, and budget? So now I'm going to come down here, and as I look through my results, salary, broadcasting offered me the most. Job opportunities, high school teacher offered me the most. And my interests, high school teacher offered me the most. So there are three to choose from. One will outweigh the other. So in my case, my career plan A will be high school teacher. Career B will be broadcasting. Now, if they don't align, let's say that high school teacher outweighed monetarily here, or let's say that broadcasting outweighed here, and let's say that broadcasting outweighed here, just for instance. Even though one might rate higher than the other, and it's still not one that that is your highest interest, you can still choose opposite. Okay, but just remember that from here on out, we'll be doing our research on your career plan A mostly, and sometimes we'll be researching career plan B. So even if the two don't weigh out as you'd like them to, you can still choose the one that you want to research most as your career plan A and type it there. So again, let's say that broadcasting outweighed high school teacher. Even though I weren't that interested in it, I could still outweigh or write which one I'm most interested in, because we're going to be researching plan A more than we are B. So I'm done with this activity. I'm going to save my work into my transition portfolio, and then I'm going to submit it into my career plan A, career plan B choices Dropbox. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email or call.